So last time around, I mentioned how airplane wings can be tested to destruction to make sure they don't break in the real world. Well, what if I told you that, at least for one plane, their wings were designed to break in flight? Say hello to the Grumman F-8F Bearcat. Envisioned in the 1940s, the plane was designed to be a fighter. That meant the plane had the job of chasing enemy planes around until they have the chance to shoot one down. In order for them to perform well, the World War II fighter was designed to withstand high G-forces, much higher than the requirements of modern-day commercial airliners. But here's a dilemma. The higher the G-forces, the stronger the plane must be. And to make a plane stronger means using more structural material, which increases weight. This is especially a sensitive issue for the Bearcat, since the Navy had specifically asked for a plane with stellar climb performance, which calls for a plane that is made especially light and powerful. Since modern lightweight materials such as carbon fiber composites and helium balloons were unavailable, for weight-saving measures, the engineers came up with a great idea. Instead of making the plane stronger, why not just allow them to break? So the logic behind this, if you want to call it that, was instead of making the whole wing strong enough to handle the full brunt of the G-forces, why not just leave that job to the most important part of the wing, and allow the rest to break off. With less wing, the plane can pull more Gs. After all, the plane can still fly even after losing the wingtips, though when that happens they do need to make sure that they come off together, otherwise the plane may have some issues. So, Grumman decided to make the plane with breakable wingtips, or as they called them, safety tips. At 9 Gs, both wingtips were designed to snap off and allow the plane to continue on with up to 13 Gs, although at that point, it may just be a better idea to land. Well, that was the plan at least. It wasn't long before some fatal crashes started happening, thanks to some asymmetric in-flight disassemblies of the safety tips. That's unfortunate. So they came up with another great idea. If one wingtip doesn't break naturally in flight, they'll force them to, with explosives. Yep, some genius came up with the idea of fitting the safety tips with detonation cords. The logic behind this, if you still want to call it that, was instead of hoping for the wings to break simultaneously, explosives will guarantee that if one wingtip breaks off, the other will follow by detonation. How well did it work? As well as you may think. In the real-world environment of maintenance difficulties and short circuits, it wasn't long before some unintended detonations would occur, killing at least one person before the idea was scrapped for good. Instead of trying to mend the safety tip idea, Grumman just made the wingtips as permanent as the rest of the plane and capped the Bearcat's performance to 7.5 Gs. After that, the idea of breakable wings seemed to have disappeared, and it doesn't seem like any plane today has followed suit. The only pair of modern breakable wings that I could find online were in 10K gold. Thus we end in the modern era, where the wings of today are not designed to break, at least until they reach
154.
See my other video for reference, and like, comment, subscribe while you're at it.